Today's topic is The Rattrap by Selma Lagerlöf. First of all, about the author. Selma Lagerlöf, 1858 to 1940, a Swede, has the rare honor of being the first female writer to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. She worked as country school teacher at a high school for girls before completely devoting herself to writing. Her first novel, Gustav Berling's Saga, recounts the story of the 12 cavaliers led by Gustav Berling, a renegade with a weak character but irresistible charm. Selma's most popular book is The Wonderful Adventures of Nils, for which she studied the landscape, animals, and folklife of Sweden. Her stories have been translated into many languages. The belief that man's essential goodness can be tapped through empathy and understanding is a common theme for most of her stories. Movies have been based on her stories like The Phantom Carriage, The Saga of Gustav Berling, Sons of Ingmar, The Blizzard, and Changeling. This was about the author Selma Lagerlöf. Summary of The Rat Trap. The story begins with a rat trap peddler who is in a rugged condition. He is dressed in rags and is very frail and looks starved. We learn he has no home and sometimes even begs and steals to survive in the world. He leads a lonely life with no one to care about him. One fine day, it strikes to him that this whole world is a rat trap itself. If we touch it, it will trap us and never let us go. He goes on to think that there are people out there who are already in this rat trap and reaching for the bait. On one cold evening, he reaches at a cottage to ask for shelter. An old crofter lived in that cottage who took in the peddler. The crofter needed company, so he welcomes the peddler. He gives him food and even tobacco to smoke. They play cards and start talking. The peddler learns that the crofter got 30 kroner for selling his cow, which he keeps in a pouch on the window frame. The peddler leaves the next day, but after seeing the crofter leave his cottage, he comes back to steal the pouch of money. After stealing it, he takes the woods to remain unsuspected. In the wood, the peddler meets an iron master who mistakes him to be his old comrade. He invites him over for Christmas, but he refuses. After that, the ironmaster's daughter, Edla, visits him and insists him to stay with them. In between, he feels sorry for stealing the crofter's money. They help the peddler get a makeover and dress him in nice clothes and shave his beard off. After this, the ironmaster realizes he has made a mistake. The peddler was not his comrade. Thus, the ironmaster thinks he is a fraud and decides to turn him in. However, Adela insists on letting him stay and celebrate Christmas with them. Her father agrees and they celebrate Christmas together. Next day, the ironmaster and Adela learn that the peddler was a thief through the church about the incident at the old crofters. They had home in a hurry, thinking he must have stolen all the silver. However, to their surprise, the peddler did not steal a thing. He left a note for Adela in the form of a tiny Rattrap. There was also a note thanking her for her kindness, which saved him from the rat trap he got caught in. Most importantly, he also left the crofter's money, asking to return it to him. The students, this was the summary of the lesson, The Rat Trap by Selma Lagerlof. Next, we will study the theme of the lesson. Now, the theme of the story. The theme of the story is that most human beings are prone to fall into the trap of material benefit. However, every human being has an essential goodness that can be awakened through understanding and love. A human being has the tendency to redeem himself from dishonest ways. The theme is developed with the help of the metaphor of the rat trap. The peddler of the rat traps calls the world a big rat trap. The material benefits like riches and joys, shelter and food, meat and clothing are temptations that allure a person to fall into the rat trap of the world exactly as the bait of cheese and fork attract a rat to fall into the rat trap. Once someone takes the bait, the world closes in on him and then everything is lost. The peddler is tempted by the 30 kroners of the old crofter. He steals the money. Now he is afraid of being caught and moves through the woods. It is the kind, sympathetic, loving, and generous treatment given by Adela William Williamson that helps him get himself free from the trap of the world. The students, this was the lesson, The Rat Trap by Salma Lagerlof, and in this video today we learned about the author, the summary, and theme of the lesson. Thank you.